Welcome to the Canadian Investors course, Session 9, the Investment Industry, Products and Fees. Please note slide 2. This has been fully read in the introduction. We encourage you to reread it now because all the conditions in it apply. This is the terms of use and disclaimer slide 2. Session 9 we're going to discuss the investment industry, products and fees. And we're going to talk about investment products, who offers them, the type of investment accounts you can have, and investment account fees. So what's out there? How does everybody get paid? Well, advisors can be paid through commissions. They can be paid via a fee-based account structure. Some advisors are paid via salary and commissions or bonuses, and some are straight salary salespeople. Independent planners are typically paid either through commissions, either hidden or visible, and trailer fees on the mutual funds. Bank salespeople and planners, many of them are salaried, some have salary plus bonus, some have commissions. Generally, the fees are hidden, and that's all going to change a little bit with CRM2 legislation. Insurance agents are typically paid commissions and trailer fees on the mutual funds and segregated funds, and some are on a salary plus bonus. IIROC securities dealers typically are paid commissions or trailer fees, mostly from mutual funds, or a percentage fee on managed accounts. These are called fee-based accounts. So let's look at the investment products. Individual securities such as stocks, bonds, money market, ETF, preferred shares, precious metals, etc. are usually purchased either in a commission-based account or are in a fee-based account where the fee is part of the package. Mutual funds typically charge an MER, which is the management expense ratio, which is built into the fund, therefore it's hidden. You'll find it on the fact sheet. And they'll vary from maybe as little as 1.25% and perhaps up to 2.5% or more a year. The mutual fund salesperson who recommended the product is typically paid in one of two ways, either with a deferred sales charge, where they receive 5% fee right up front, and the total amount invested has that fee buried in it. If the investor decides to leave the fund early, they'll have to pay the deferred sales charge to exit. The other way they could sell those funds is with a front-end load, where the salesperson could receive anywhere from 0 to 5% up front. And of course, that's disclosed because you see and pay the fee up front. And then in that case, there's no charge to sell the fund. A third way that they could sell that fund would be if it's a low-load fund. Many bank funds, for example, are low-load funds. And typically, low-load funds are not bank funds. They're a variation on the deferred sales charge fund, where the salesperson receives anywhere from 1 to 3% upfront as a hidden charge, but the deferred period, in other words, the time that you have to hold the fund, is a little less, typically 3 years or so, for it to be free of costs to sell. All forms of purchases just described pay the salesperson a trailer fee, and that's paid every year. It typically will range most commonly from 0.5% to 1% per year. Some pay a little more, some pay a little less. Mutual funds from the bank or credit union also charge a management expense ratio, or MER. The salespeople are typically not paid a commission. They're typically paid on a bonus of some sort based on the amount sold to their customers. Wrap accounts, generally the sellers of this product do not charge a commission to purchase this program. They receive a portion of the total MER or general management fee, usually up to half of the fee. Most of the fees are disclosed every year, except for the fees charged by the internal manager chosen to invest your money. These fees are generally hidden. You can ask your salesperson If there are any hidden fees, they're going to be similar to the MERs on mutual funds, except for large portfolios where they can typically be negotiated down. All you have to do is ask for the fact sheets, and the advisor will provide you that information. And if they don't, find somebody who will. Unified account fees are structured similar to wrap accounts. Then there are pooled funds, and you'll see these in your wrap account program. Fees associated with these are hidden, so you'll probably have to ask for them. Ask to see a fact sheet which includes all the fees. Exchange traded funds are like mutual funds. The fees are hidden. CRM2 will not force the industry to show the fees, so you have to ask your advisor to see the fact sheet. Fees are usually lower than mutual fund MERs, and they're a pretty good package product. Segregated funds are sold by insurance agents and IROC licensed advisors. MERs are hidden, sometimes difficult to find. CRM2 legislation in 2017 will not force these fees to be disclosed, so you have to ask to see them. The fees may range from 2 to 4% a year, so they're fairly substantial in some cases. A salesperson gets paid in a similar fashion, i.e. through trailing commissions, similar to mutual funds. And they may be offered with a DSC or front-end load or whatever, so again, you have to ask about that. Investment accounts and fees. Regular commission investment accounts. These allow investors to invest in almost any instrument in Canada, from GICs to stocks to bonds, etc. There are full-service investment accounts offered by investment advisors providing advice and discount brokers. If you know what you want to invest in and feel you don't need help or advice, and you could do your own research, go ahead and go to a discount broker. You'll save substantial fees doing so. Their fees are up to 90% lower than a full-service advisor. But remember, no advice at all. Transaction fees may be $10 a trade or even less. Now, the advisor can offer you a fee-based account. These are very popular, and they're offered by full-service IROC advisors. The advisor's firm charges a flat percentage on the total value of the portfolio for the year. All the transactions of the account are done at no additional charge. This is the way to go if you need advice. It's a very unbiased account. Be aware, too, that advisors can use F-class mutual funds in these accounts, where the advisor does not get paid a trailer fee to hold the fund, but instead receives the visible fee you pay, and you pay a lower hidden MER on the fund. You should ask your advisor to show you the total fees you'll pay, including all hidden fees, especially if you're going from a conventional mutual fund to F-class funds in a fee-based account. You want to make sure that the fee-based account doesn't end up costing you more than what you paid with your conventional mutual funds. The fees on fee-based accounts vary between different investment firms and even between advisors within the same firm. So shop and compare. Also, note that a lower fee does not necessarily equate to lesser advice or quality of advisor. Reach out to a trusted wealth professional using the locator on the website to obtain a fair fee schedule. Once you've chosen an advisor, address and agree the fee schedule up front. Then start working together to form a true partnership. Look to the next few CIC sessions on packaged products to learn more about using money managers through mutual funds, wrap accounts, etc. CRM2 legislation in 2017 and investor protection. CRM2 refers to the second round of changes under the client relationship model, that's what CRM stands for, an initiative of the Canadian Securities Administrators. These are new rules for what financial institutions must disclose to clients, including new annual reports and the cost of advice and annual portfolio performance. CRM2 applies to everything from mutual funds to stocks and bonds starting in January 2017. So starting in January 2017, you can expect to see reports that are providing investors with a 2016 summary. The fees that the investor pays are reported in dollars and cents, not percentages. In many cases, only half the proportion of the fee will be reported. Currently, it's expected that in 2018, all the fees will be disclosed. Time will tell, though. Mutual fund and wrap account investors will get the biggest wake-up call, since generally they have the most hidden fees. Some investors never knew that fees were charged annually or how much. They will be shocked. Fee-based IROC investment managers for portfolios For example, trusted wealth professionals that use individual securities have always disclosed the fees and are tax deductible when charged outside retirement accounts. No changes there with the new legislation. Fee-based accounts with mutual funds and ETFs in them will not disclose all the fees with the new rules. So you still have to ask to be shown all the fees in dollars and cents. But your advisor does have all the information and should be pleased to show it to you. Note that insurance products, like segregated funds, will not be forced to reveal the fees charged to investors this time. There doesn't seem to be any reason why the government doesn't include this, but they haven't. Ask your insurance agent how much will be charged annually in dollars and cents, and how much the agent was paid in commissions, and what trailer fees were paid. Insist on dollar and cents in your answer, because that way you can compare apples to apples. Your agent has this information, and hopefully this exclusion will change in January 2008 to even the playing field. That's the end of Session 9. Thank you very much for listening.